Testing 1 2 1 2. Rappers and producers. What's the word? What's the word? Says the bird. What's going on with you? Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com. Let me check this out though. Let me check how this is looking. Make sure this is all right. All right. All right. All right. What's going on, music producers? Today we are doing another episode of Critique My Beats, episode 12. We're going to let some time come by so folks can congregate on in. What's the word, good peoples? BusyWorksBeats.com. What's going on, game? How you doing? Young Chambers, Hazy, Sean Gill, what's the word? Rusty 808. Isaiah Saunders. Okay, phone, shut up. Phone, you be always interrupting me in what I'm trying to do. Joshua, I'm good. How are you? Adrian, Christ Life, Christian, Lil Matt the God, Young Khalifa, Mr. J Beats, what's up? Nick Hefner, what's up? Solar, Mariak, what's up? Malcolm the Raven, Ron Beats, Whoopsie, Jabari Beats, Malik Murphy, Nor Ledges is lit. Ray Allen, what's the word? Dara JT, what's up? President D, what's up? Yaman Ates, I think that is. Practical, Stoic the Kohai. J Dubs, whoopsie. Good to see all of y'all in here. Super dope to see all of y'all in here. Obviously, you're seeing a portal right now as I'm looking at these chats. Let me go ahead and bounce this chat up out of here. Where you at? Where you at? There you go. Pop the chat out. Although it's not quite necessary. What's the word, peoples? So, once again, we are doing another episode of Critique My Beats. Once again, I'm your host, Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com. This is the show where we critique usually random beats, but we also critique those that submit to the VIP list, the VIP pass, I should say. For those of you producers out there that are interested in one day having your stuff, one day having your music, I should say, get a critiquing from me and the other numerous talented producers in the room. What you want to do is go to CurtisKingBeats.com/critique VIP. Check out the background information. This is not for songs. I don't know why this rapper that's been submitting, there's been rappers submitting. I don't know why you're submitting. We're not critiquing songs. It's called Critique My Beats. Maybe for another show, not this one. Go to reserve a VIP pass. You fill out some questions here, your producer name, your email, what state you're from, how long you've been making beats, what is your biggest producer goal, and any additional goals or notes. And I'll go ahead and read that before we go do the review. Make sure I give an accurate review. It's $50 for the actual review. And today, we are only doing one VIP, which is DJ JC. I believe it's DJ JC. Now he says, Kurt, well, actually, let's get to information first before we go ahead and dig into man's personal life. What state are you from? Washington, D.C. Okay. How long have you been making beats? Over 3 years. What is your biggest goal today? All of the above. All the above includes leasing beats, includes placements, includes TV sync, and all that great stuff. Let me actually get my pen and pad. I like writing notes with the pen and the pad. I was actually in the middle of making a beat, and I was trying to buy as much time as I could before it was time to come on live, because I know folks look forward to it. Even on the East Coast, y'all probably already asleep and whatnot, but I know folks look forward to it, and I look forward to doing it too. So it is important that I write the notes. How y'all doing today, by the way? Y'all good? Y'all good out here? So DJ JC says, I've been making beats for years and have made it a goal to start pushing the promotion in beat sales this year. Along with that, I'm seeking honest opinions on overall quality of my beats to continue improving into the future. So that being said, what we're going to do is go ahead and listen to the beats that he has listed up here. The first one is called Ben Jackin, and the next one's called Goodfellas. Once again, he's from Washington, D.C. So let's go ahead and dig into this if y'all are ready. When we first play the beat, just throw a 2 up here in the chat so I know that we can hear it and everything is all right. We'll give it a listen. I'll go into my critiques and I'll listen to you guys' critique, and we'll help this dude out. This is the part that I love the most about this, is that we get to help people out every single time we come on this stream. I think that's one of the dopest things in the world. So listen to Ben Jackin. Start thinking about constructive criticism to give him. Once again, if you come in here with that garbage, if you come in here talking about this is trash, The loop is stupid, all that. If you're not coming in here with constructive criticism, I'm banning you. I have no reason for you to be here. You're not here to help. You're here to hurt. Get out of here. We're here to build buildings, not burn them down. So let's listen to Ben Jacking. Oh, fam, don't tell me this is happening again. Okay, we may need to unplug and plug back in. Let's see if this works. Because sometimes this thing does that. I don't understand why it does that, but it's super annoying. Okay, let's get this desktop situation back. Should be good. We can do a sound test. Let's see. JJC. Could you guys hear that? Put a 2 in the chat if you can hear it. The little 2 seconds. Could y'all hear that 2 seconds of music? Let me know. I know it's a little delay, so I'll wait on you guys. Cool. All right, that's all I had to see. Good looking out, little Matt the God. All right, let's go to it. So the first one is called Ben Jacking. Let's listen to it. JJC. JJC. Okay, so DJ JC, how we looking right now? So this seems like really a Bay Area type beat is what I'm initially hearing. I hear some of the Louisiana influence you guys were talking about, and I was kind of peeking at some of the chat. I think that the keys that you choose, this is I like the arrangement of it. The arrangement of it is good. I think that's one of the things that's working for it right now is the arrangement of it. I would say that the 808 was actually mixed really well. I like the 808. Like I said, the key choices is good. I hear too short. I don't know who you guys are hearing on it, but I hear too short. The two things that point out to me the most, the sound selection. So the actual instruments that you are choosing are okay, but the actual quality of the VSTs that you're using are not on point to me. I'm not the biggest fan of those personally. They sound very synthetic. They sound sort of like the stock sound. I agree with you, Young Khalifa. You said YG. I can hear YG as a feature on this. Definitely. I think the sound selection is an issue. I think you want to pick higher quality VSTs because these can immediately start to expose you to somebody that you're trying to get beats to, because you can tell how raw the instruments are. You can tell that whatever preset they gave you, you use that. And sometimes that's good for certain instruments, sometimes it's not. I would say for the piano, that's not good. I would say for that funk synthesizer, the only thing I wanted from that funk synthesizer, the sort of bassy synthesizer, was that you play more, I guess, with the glide or the bend on it, or make it sound more stylistic. I think that those stabs, those synth stabs were I don't know, like I felt like you didn't give us enough of that. And I feel like somebody would want more of that, especially of the Bay Area artists. Their music is bass driven, funk bass driven. You know, even though a lot of the newer music uses 808s, a lot of it is funk bass driven. So I would have preferred to hear that synth, that bass synth, kind of be more stylized, and maybe you would have made the length of the notes longer. But other than that, I understand the sound. I mean, I'm in Cali, so I certainly understand the sound. I got brothers out there in the Bay, so I understand the sound if that's what you were going for. But those are my initial thoughts. What do you guys think? 2-1 says T Grizzly. I agree. T Grizzly would be a great choice on that one. I can hear him doing that choppy flow that he does, like the one he did with that song with Meek Mill. I can definitely hear that style. Hot Boys type beat. Yeah, I can feel you on that. Mahari's so blessed, for sure. What do you guys think of the actual quality, though? More so about things that can actually be helped. The Bottom Line Studio says, I like the 808s, but with the bass line, it muddles the bottom in slightly. I do. I hear that. I actually like the way that the 808 was mixed. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all. It did not bother me at all the way the 808 was. I think the piano is the thing that bothered me the most. It stood out the most because of how raw it was, and I can tell that it's like a very cheap VST, whatever it is, even if it's the stock one. Not saying that's always a bad thing, but you got to be able to mix it. If you're going to use a stock sound, you got to be able to add some kind of reverb that kind of takes away from it, you know, takes away from it being exposed. I could even show you after these two sort of how I would approach a stock sound to kind of give it more feeling and whatnot, since we're doing the interactive thing right now. So that was the first one. You paid for your VIP pass, and we're certainly going to listen to the second one. So Goodfellas is the second one. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
DJ JC, that Mohican.
Okay, DJ JC. First initial sounds when I first heard it, I don't know, it sounded, how can I put this? It sounded plain. It didn't, there was nothing in there that initially stood out. So then I kind of felt like I could predict where the beat was going, but as the beat played, I started to enjoy it more. I started to hear a record over it. I started to understand that you put in instruments that wouldn't get in the way of the artist, and I think that takes a lot of maturity to do that. I think that takes a well-skilled producer to understand when your job is done and the artist's job starts, since their voice, of course, is another instrument. I mean, I definitely can hear like a Rick Ross flow over this, like an older Rick Ross. That's something else too I'm noticing, is that it's crazy in hip hop how fast the sounds evolve in our genre and how certain synthesizers are already feeling dated, like synthesizers that feel like summer 2014, 2015. And I'm getting a lot of these in the synthesizers. And I think it's because the things that evolve the most, besides the instrument choices in hip hop, are the sound design techniques. I feel like hip hop in general now, the newer hip hop, the more modern, not even hip hop, but the more modern trap, they do a lot more with the sound design to make it more interesting to a younger demographic. So when I'm listening to this, you know, in terms of, because I think you said your goal, let's go back to it. You said your goal was to all the above. You want to start getting into leasing and pushing your beats and promoting it. I think a beat like this may fare well, not as a beat that you want to promote to get people to your website. I think this one is definitely better mixed than the first one. I just feel like those drums, the more we started going into it, the more the drums started to become something where I wanted something more, right? The kick was cool. Like I said, there's nothing really that stands out about this one. I think that's important. When somebody's listening, I always say this, when somebody's listening to 20, 30 beats in a session and they're listening to beats, there's got to be that special factor, right? So either it's an effect that you take it through, maybe it's a vox, whatever is your style, you got to find something that's your signature on this. And right now, this sounds like any producer who knows about trap could have made this beat. Like I said, I don't say that to be disrespectful, but that's what it sounds like to me. Your 808s are on point on both of these. I enjoyed the mixing on both the 808s. I love how the low end feels on both of these. Pause. This beat sounded like a controlled effort up until the 808s toward the chorus. The 808s started to kind of fluctuate out of key, I guess, as you were choosing between notes or skipping between notes, gliding, whatever you were doing between the notes. It started to get out of key. Also, my last note was that I would have loved to hear more reverb on the synthesizers in the chorus. What do you guys think? Mr. JB said it has a nice bounce. Why did I just get a notification? Oh. His style is very mid 2000s. Yeah, I can hear certain elements that can definitely make me feel the same reason, or same way, I should say. I don't say the same reason. I'm just reading and trying to think at the same time. A little bit of Kevin Gates. Yeah, I can hear. I guess I can hear Kevin Gates on that. Someone said old school Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, that's Wiz Khalifa. Don't even sound like Wiz Khalifa no more. Yeah, I think this is a matter of, you know, the more advanced you become in your career, I think that you're going to hear the difference between the music that you listen to or that you like and the music that you're making right now. It's not so much that you have a huge learning curve when it comes to actual composition. I think that your key choices are good. I mean, aside from the second beat and the 808, I think that you stay pretty much in key. You could tell that you're paying attention to the energy of the beat. You know, where everything is going. If the beat is a certain energy, you want it to go up or you want it to end down or whatever you want to do. You pay a great attention to that. I think that the more you advance, you'll pick better sound choices. I think it's time to upgrade on some VSTs. You know, find whatever's in your budget. Upgrade on VSTs. Your 808s. I love the way your 808s sound on here. I think it's also time to do more variation too. Take some things out. Do some more sound design. I think when you do that, you'll start to feel the advancement within this style that you're doing. The first one was a Bay Area. I mean, it's so dope to see that variety from one producer. I think that's great. So, super dope. Super dope. Are you guys having problems hearing my microphone? Let me know, Adrian. This might be because I'm a little bit far away. Y'all can even turn it up on the good old OBS system. It's almost jacked up to the top. Dope. So I'm looking at some of these reviews. You know what? And I wanted to say this too, is that For those of you that are asking, should I resubmit my beats? I think you should. I think it's that time. Resubmit your beats. Let's be realistic. There's 1,008 emails in here right now. And we're almost using 11 gigs of 15 gigs. So within the next few days, I'm going to have to start deleting some of those first pages. And plus, I would rather critique, if you want to do the random critiques, I would rather critique people who are actually in this chat. I think that makes the most sense. The people who are continuing to tune in and who are not just tuning in because their beat might get played, but they're tuning in to help other producers. Those are the people that I want to help, not the people begging for attention, not the people that jump on here and send me 14 emails at the same time. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we're here for. I'm here to help the people that don't mind helping other folks. To me, that's a dope thing. So if you want to send your beats, go to CURTiQUEmybeats@gmail.com. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So right now, we're going to go ahead and just do a random. This is 8:53. Let's get the first person that jumped into this chat. Where you at? So this was 6 o'clock. This was Hazy. I think you were asking about your name earlier. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Oh, you know what? I did promise this. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Let's see if it actually works. Nope, that does not work. I'm gonna have to go to ASCII for all. No. Hopefully don't jack nothing up right now. Yikes. The hell is going on here? Let's exit out, come back. Well, that is odd. I don't want to unplug and plug again. We'll figure this out later. So I'm looking right now. No, we're not, Clay. I'm not critiquing songs, brother. That's not what we're doing here. We're not critiquing songs. Just critique my beats. All right. So let's go ahead and run through this and see who pops up within this. I'm going to exit out of here, exit out of here. So the first one was Hazy. Hazy, let's listen to your beat. Hazy, are you in the room right now? Super dope. Glad you're in here. Actually, no, I'm tripping. Did I leave? Did I get his information? Hold on. Let me share your information, bro. Oh, my bad. Don't mind me if I'm a little distracted. If I'm a little distracted, what it means is that my wife may be delivering anytime now. And we had a few scares earlier today. So I'm like looking to my side to see if she's good. But basically, here's the email. That Mohican. I'm sorry, the IG Twitter is That Mohican. This is for DJ JC. His YouTube is DJ JC, and that's what it is. So, yeah, we'll do a little trivia after. I'm not going to stay in here as long because, like I said, my wife is pregnant and she could be dropping or having contractions anytime now. So I want to make sure I'm there for her. But that's that. I want to make sure I shared you. Thank you for submitting, and thank you for getting the VIP pass. But let's go to Hazy now. Hazy, you left us 2 beats. I hope you enjoy my beats. One is an old school Biggie type beat, and the second one is a sample trap beat. All right, let's listen to it. Are you kidding me? It's not your fault, Hazy. There's something going on with this doggone computer, dude. All right. My bad, y'all. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Now this should work now. Okay. All right, Hazy. I had to turn you down a little bit, man. It came in hot. It came in hot in the volume department. It definitely was a bit loud, and I got this down a little bit, so it shouldn't be coming in that crazy. However, how long you been producing? I think I left that question for you. How long you been producing, bro? The reason I asked that is because of the warning you gave us when you said you know it's very repetitive. That's generally somebody that is very conscious about this stuff. I like the vibe of it though. I'll tell you that for starters. Definitely something I can hear a lyricist on. Definitely something I can hear like a classic lyricist on. I think you're spot on by thinking of like a Biggie. Even though I don't know what the market looks like for a Biggie type beat, I thought that was dope. I just think that the drums were incredibly too loud. And you speaking from the loud drum guy himself, but the drums were too loud. It almost doesn't give you an opportunity to enjoy it as much as you would like until you turn it down. Like right now, we're about at 30 or 40% of 100% volume to really enjoy it. But I think that the levels are coming in hot. Great vibe though. I think it's a sample. The sample sounded really dope. I like the string. I like the well, I mean, I guess it's the sample, but I think that kick and snare combination would work, and the repetitive nature wouldn't be such a problem if you turned it down, or if you mix at a lower volume, and then as you get everything leveled on a low volume, then start to turn things up and go from there. But I definitely hear a classic lyricist on here telling a great story. That was the first thing. I mean, I think it's dope. I want to listen to a second one. Let's listen to this. So you got an old school hip hop beat, and you take us all the way to the trap on trap number 46. I think I'll be able to use my FL Studio now that this open. But I was going to show you what I was talking about earlier for, I think it's DJ JC, about finding old sounds and revamping them, or finding stock sounds and doing something with them. So let's listen to the second beat and go to FL. Fire, bro. That was super fire. That one showed a lot more promise from a mix standpoint than the first one. Even though the 808 does come in a little bit heavy, I think the 808 starts to mess with the frequencies of the piano because it's not being cut off in the high frequency. I think that it comes through strong. That's definitely a banger for somebody. Somebody's going to get off on something like that. I could hear Dave East getting off on that. If it's slowed down, I could hear Schoolboy Q. If you slowed it down some more and maybe added like some pads, I could hear Travis Scott on this. But this definitely calls for somebody that can just rap their ass off, in my opinion. Malik said King Los. I agree. This was dope. And I think what you're worried about in terms of the repetitive nature, is something that can be fixed if you just take the drums out. You don't always have to add something to make it not feel repetitive, because even when something is looping through, it can still feel repetitive if you're adding sounds to another dominant sound, because it's still in the people's head. Dum, 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 dum. When you take the drums out, the focus now goes to only the piano, since you don't have the distraction of the drums or the hi-hats. You're only thinking piano. And when the piano only comes in, it almost has its own dramatic effect on the listener, because it's messing around with different frequencies. It's a whole psychological situation. But I like this a lot. To me, it's a banger. There's nothing to really break down aside from it. There's not too many instruments that you added to it, but it sounds dope to me. I don't have too many complaints aside from the mix. I understand a beat like this. You know what I mean? So super dope. Yo, Hazy, man, I wish you would have left some of your social media information. I don't see anything here, and I'm pretty sure your website is not Avast. I'm pretty sure that's just I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. Yeah, Mad Moon said, would love to see glitches and EQing to switch it up. I think so. I agree. I agree. Yeah, that was super dope. Nevius, Dominic is cool, man. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. She's in there. She's trying to induce labor. She bought herself a one of them workout balls, and she in there trying to bring the baby tonight. We had tacos tonight. Well, I have vegan tacos, but she eating spicy food. She trying to make that baby come tonight. So I gotta get rid of somebody. Cool. It's a shame I had to get rid of somebody in here named Jesus Christ, but that's not how Jesus Christ talk. I know Jesus. So let's go to somebody else. So obviously everybody that's in here, okay, 1,029 emails. All right, cool. Make sure I still got room. All right, Hazy, good work, brother. So let's listen to, actually, let's do some trivia. Let's do some trivia. You know, I'm going to come back to the book again. What's up, Dom? I'm on a live stream. You okay? You're not having no contraption, are you? Contractions. Okay. Everybody say hi to Dom. Hi. Drano Beats said acupuncture helps with inducing labor. They got an acupuncture place right across the street, low key. Yeah.
Thank you, but no thanks.
Okay, I got one. So for those of you that have the book, you should know this one because I mentioned his name many times in the book. What was the name of the professor that was the most important marketing genius that I ever came in contact with? Name the professor's name and your email, and I'll listen to your beat as soon as you put it in the chat. Huh?
Professor Morgan.
Why did you say it?
They can't hear me.
Yes, they can. How the hell? Why would you? My wife sometimes. Lord Jesus, my wife.
They can't hear me.
Yes, they can, baby. This microphone is very sensitive.
Did they say it?
No, now I gotta choose another one.
See? No one heard me.
Yes, they did. Oh, gone it. Why do you even? Oh my Lord. Okay, next one. Never mind. Professor X. Y'all are hilarious. No, it ain't no Professor X. You know what, Zigo? I'm going to give it to you, Zigo. Nah, Tony Robbins. I wish that was my professor. Tony Robbins, Zigo. So let's look you up, Zigo. You can thank Don for that assist. I wish I'd tell you the same, dude. All right, Zigo. I feel like, do we listen to your beat? Hold on. Yeah, we listen to your beat. Fam, what the hell is you doing? We listen to your beat, bro. And you sent us only... Come on, man. Come on, dog. Don't just be answering the answer. If you already got your stuff played, we moving to the next person, man. Come on now. Come on, man. What delays are you hearing? There are no delays on here. Nothing is streaming, nothing is playing. What are you hearing? Okay. All right, so let's go for another question. Tell me the chapter, tell me the name of chapter 8 in the book. What is chapter 8 called? First person to put chapter 8's title plus your email, I will listen to your beats tonight. That's of this book right here. Just give me the title. Something really simple. The Flash Playboy said he heard your answer. I wish you would shut up. Yeah. The bass. All right, Ron Beats. Let's go ahead and listen to what you got, brother. Ron Beats. Seems like you sent us a well, it's the same thing. Okay, Rom Beats. Your social media is at Rom, R-A-U-M, Beats. I think I'm saying that right. And then Rom Beats is your actual website. So you left us with 2 beats. Let's listen to the first one. Block Talk. Wrong email. It's not you? Who is it then? Ron, what's your email, man? What's your email, bro? This is Ron Beats. This is who you are, isn't it? Oh, you want this one? Okay, this is the 840. Okay, this is the same beat. Block Talk and Glory. All right, man. 23-year-old producer, and this one on. Okay, I got your social media. 23-year-old producer in Charlotte, North Carolina. Been producing for 6 years. Still on the hunt for my first major placement. All right, let's listen to this. It's the same beat. Like what you did there, Ron Beats. So we finally got the right email with the same beat. My friend, thank you for submitting this beat. This beat is dope. Great mix. Sounded like somebody who's been producing for some time, or at least has a great grasp on mixing. Definitely sounds contemporary. Sounds like something that you would hear this year. Just a banger. It's a banger. It's a banger. The things that I probably would have liked to hear. And this is me forcing the issue. You don't have to do that on this beat, at least not the first minute. Some more sound design, some more unpredictable nature in this. You know, it could be running an effect or a glitch effect over the master. I just like beats that change. I feel like, especially if I was in the market for looking for beats, I would want beats that have a lot of switch ups, at least in the first minute, so I get hyped up and say, okay, I'll probably take that one out, or whatever. At least I feel like this has great potential, because after all, that first minute, you're literally showcasing your beat for a potential client. You're literally having an audition for their ears. So, I don't know. I'm forcing the issue with this one. 23 years old, bro. You got a banger here. I want to listen to the second one. What did you guys think? Cardi B new single. I can hear. Meek Mill. Okay, that's worst impression ever. Okay, let's go to Glory. 80 beats per minute. Let's listen to this. almost didn't want to stop playing that beat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hear Chance the Rapper on that. You missed it, love. Man. Ooh. That beat is nasty. That beat is nasty. Ooh. Yo, Mark Cush, you got about one more thing to say. Positive. Not even positive. Just give it some constructive criticism. Your thumbs down can stick it up your ass. Or give a good critique. Are you getting kicked out of here? Come on, fam. That man sit up here and played the hell out them keys. And you put your thumb down and don't give no kind of feedback. You sound like a hater. Don't be a hater in here. Not tonight. That man played some church chords. Come on, bro. Can't put no thumbs down to church chords. That was amazing, bro. Yeesh. Trying to see you guys' talent. Yeah, you can tell that you're definitely a musician first. Because you make a lot of musician decisions that I think are really dope. Adrian say, you low-key want to buy that beat. I mean, if I was rapping right now, I probably would be looking at buying that beat. That beat is ridiculous, bro. Like, the thing is, you can always tell how much of a musician somebody is. Because honestly, I'm not a piano player. I'm not somebody that's really great with the keys. I'm really good with sort of, you know, piecing things together to make them sound like they're very authentic. I know where to place things, where not to place things. But you obviously are a musician. And I can tell that listening to it, man. Yeesh, that was amazing, bro. Matter of fact, I think we might have to do it first. Let's go ahead and replay that one more time. One thing I'm going to say, though, that hi-hat that you use, that is the only thing that's exposing a little bit of whatever. I didn't enjoy the hi-hat. I feel like the hi-hat, I know it's so minor, but the hi-hat, I feel like you could have pulled that from an easy drummer or just something that has the reverb of a live drummer. Like, it sounds more authentic. This one sounded like you made this whole amazing production and then you just went inside the Lex Luger kit and pulled out like hi-hat number 6 and just said, tss, tss, tss. Like, we got to get some more reverb on that thing. That's the only thing I can hear. What else was I going to say? When you're playing the first keys, I don't know if this is the internet, but right now when I'm listening to the keys, there's a static frequency over the top of them. I don't know if you ran this through some kind of a static filter or some kind of static not VSTI, some kind of static plug-in. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's the internet. I'm trying to give you credit for that, but this is amazing. One more time. Playing with me. That's that Lex Luger number 3 or number 6. I know when I hear, boy, you so talented. You so damn talented. Super dope. Let's actually let people see your website. I'm like going extra for this one. This is super dope, man. Ron B's, why your website taking so long to sign up? You got some 3D graphic stuff going on here? Oh, that's why. You might want to fix this just as a minor thing. I think this is slowing down the loading of your page. This fire looks dope, but it's slowing down the loading of your page. Super dope, bro. Nothing but the utmost respect for your work. So, RonBeats, twitter.com, RAUMBEATS. Yeah, that's the one. Dre No B said, Curtis gonna come out of retirement. Shit, for something like this, I might. For something like this, Lord. Eesh. All right, so let's go to someone else. Let's go ahead and just Skim through. This whole page is full of people who came tonight. So, pause. All right. Up and Christ Life, where you at? Are you in the room, Christ Life? I only want to choose people that are in the room. Jetty, I'm good. How you doing? Christ Life, are you in the room? Yeah, you can resend, Christian. Go ahead and resend. Yeah, Rom, you got that heat, man. Christ Life, yo. Thank you for submitting your beat. So we're going to listen to these two. The first one's a Bryson Tiller type. You said, peace, Curtis. I'm a son of God from Christ Life Productions. Peace and love. I appreciate your time and grind. So the first one is a trap soul beat. The second is a trap beat. Your Facebook, your Twitter, and your Instagram are Christ Life Productions. All right, bro. Let's go ahead and do it. You've been spending a lot of positivity in here, man. So dope to see you. Let's listen to these confessions.
This is a Christ Life.
MyFlashStore.net. MyFlashStore.net.
We might not even get to the beat.
MyFlashStore.net.
Ooh, tag, brother. Okay. This one's a bit difficult. I mean, I can give some critiques about stuff that irritates me specifically. It sounded like it had a lot of promise of where it was going. It took too long to get there. I think that depending on what you want to get out of your particular beat, or what do you want, if you want to get placement, if you want to get TV, commercials, if you want to get movies, if you want to get selling your beats, no matter where you're getting this intro is too long. Until if you go on for sync, they're gonna tell you to make it shorter, or they're gonna make it longer for you. The intro for an artist listening to this beat, they're listening and trying to see where it goes, right? Even though you know where it ends. You're not giving, how can I put this? You can't assume they're going to give you that chance unless you do something quite amazing in the front of this beat that makes them say, I want to hear more. But as this is, like, it doesn't sound like it's a bad beat once it drops. It just feels like that whole dramatic buildup it presented a mediocre drop for this. Right, and the things I think that made it kind of, it wouldn't have been as mediocre had it just started with that original sound, and then you took the progression somewhere else, the chord progression. The pad sounded nice, the actual drum choices, the hi-hats are a little bit heavy on the mids, for my taste. I think that can actually be an interference to the frequency of the vocals that fall in that same mid frequency. That's something that I would sort of tweak and make more space for the vocals. What else did I do? Am I hearing? Yeah, man, that intro, we took about 50 seconds before we actually got into that intro. You're asking a lot from your listener, but when it actually dropped, it sounded dope. When it actually dropped, it was like, okay, I can see where this goes. I would have loved to hear it go even more, but this is why I do the 1 minute, because the 1 minute challenge tells you what most people are going to be thinking. But I definitely want to hear the second one because, let's talk about the tags. So besides the drop being too long, I enjoyed the vibe of the beat. I'm not hating on the beat at all. I love the vibe of the beat. Definitely I can hear Bryson Tiller sort of doing his thing. The tags, man, oh man. Because you're selling your beats, I got to share this with you. I had to take my tag away, and I thought my tag was subtle, okay? Now, obviously, why didn't you pay for this beat? I took that away for some other reasons. But the tag, the double tag on the very beginning of this, is terrible for sales. Because when somebody is coming to your page, if they know that they hear this beat, they're assuming they're gonna have to deal with this every single time they go to another beat. So that My Flash Store plus your tag, super excessive. And it's not even needed because your tag already covers that space. You know, over tagging, I feel like actually leads people to like, oh, you want to challenge me? I'm gonna chop these tags out and make my own beat out of it. I've seen it happen. So I would be a little bit more subtle about it. Turn the tags down so they're not as harsh to the ears. I know one of those is auto-generated by My Flash. Dang, how old is this beat? Because it's air bit now. I would definitely make it sort of a every 17 seconds, every 30 seconds, your tag will come in, but then make sure that it's actually within the beat. Like, I understand protecting your beats. Please believe I understand protecting your beats. However, in this scenario, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overdo it. But that was, I mean, to me, it's a minor thing because after all, the beat is the beat, right? But that tag is a lot to check out right now. It's a lot right now for somebody when they're trying to, because you got to think about it. As much as there are rappers out there that steal beats, there's good rappers out there too, man. There's rappers out there who are like, man, I can't wait to vibe with this. MyFlashStoreBeats.com. My Flash Beats. It's just like, how would you feel making a beat and somebody pulled off your headphone and was like, I'm gonna rap on this beat.com? It would jack you up. I know it would. I know it would. I know it would. So, so let's go ahead and I actually want to listen to the second beat. I want to give you a second beat the opportunity because the first one was such a long intro. Let's listen to famous Dex type beat instrument. It's called Dangerous. Let's listen to it.
It's a Christ-like production.
That one was definitely a lot more impactful from the jump. Someone asked earlier, how long should an intro be? I would say we could put some limits on it. You could say 4 bars, you could say 8 bars, but really, you kind of have to play it by ear. Like what I would do is play it for somebody else and get their opinion on it and see how you start to feel inside. If you start to have that inkling like, oh, I just can't wait for the drums to kick in, it's probably way too long, right? You see them kind of like smiling, like waiting for it to drop, and you get that inkling. Sometimes it's going to be a feeling because nobody can tell you how to score your movie. This beat is your movie. Nobody can tell you how to score it. However, there are some agreed upon time limits in which it's too much if you're not scoring a movie. You know what I'm saying? If you're not actually scoring a real movie, this is your movie. So you get to decide how the opening credits happen. How many movies do you watch where the opening credits take 10 minutes to come in? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really want to try to play it by ear and think psychologically. There's 2 different things that you want to look at every beat. And I was thinking about this today as I was making a beat. There's the technical way that you listen to beats, and then there's the emotional way that you listen to beats. And then, actually, I'm going to say 3. There's a technical, there's an emotional, and then there's a broad, big screen of that, right? So the technical says, I think it should be 4 to 8 bars. The emotional says, I'm feeling like it's too long. And the overall big picture says, who is this for? What would they do with it? After you answer those questions, everything is going to sort of change everything around, right? Because you're going to know exactly where to pinpoint the intro. Here's what I say about this particular beat. I think that warping synthesizer, and that kind of arpeggiated, it was actually really good. I enjoyed that. I'm glad you ended it at 51 seconds because I think it could have been something where it was too much. I would have even let the part where it dropped out let that part breathe even more, because you got to think a rapper is just rapping. They're probably going to want things to drop out before that sound comes in, because it's so important to the chorus. You want to utilize that sound very strategically, because it is a sound that can be very overpowering. However, just like I mentioned for these other beats, there are particular sounds like that people can say, yo, I want that one beat you got. Which one you want, fam? The one that's like, wah, 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 wah. Now we start talking about a sound. Now we start talking about your unique techniques that you're adding to it that make it your beat. The 808s, that's one other thing I was going to say. The 808s are very overpowering. They're starting to bleed into other frequencies and start to bleed into other sounds. That's what I actually heard. So that's that. And I was going to say, for future reference, y'all, if you see anybody in here wilding out, just at their name, I'll delete them. We won't even acknowledge them, because they take way too much time away from what I'm really here for. Yeah, I can bust on these folks. I can bust on them. I can talk about them, talk about their mama, all that stuff. But that's what they want. They need attention. They can go get that attention from somewhere else. We're here because we want to help each other get to where we want to get to. Mad Moon, I got a physics test to take in 5 hours, but I'm staying up in case Curtis picks me. Man, you know what, Mad Moon? I know this is mad random, but I've seen you last time in the last joint. So let's go ahead and listen to this. You got to go take your test, bro. Let's listen to your beat right now. So if y'all see somebody acting wild or whatever, man, just put their name up there. They're going to be like, oh my God, everybody's paying attention to me. And then they just going to be gone. Poof, vamoose. So we pushing for you, bro. We pushing for you. The moon. What is it? Mad Moon. You got a test in the morning, man. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of extra incentive to push forward. We're gonna get straight to these because I know you got a test. So let's go ahead and listen to track 7. So you said 2 beats for you guys to listen to. Well, she's not here right now. To the beat. The first beat, 107, has a kind of beat switch at 108 if you want to listen past a minute. Okay, we'll give it that. I need some Curtis King production on solo next project. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Tell Andre Gaynor, Lyricology 101 to come back. Man, that brother, man, he's doing a lot of things right now behind the scenes. So definitely send your positivity to him, because he has such a great channel. And you know what's ironic about that whole situation I had with Genius? Let me give you a little something. I've noticed that they've took content from his stuff as well. This whole Genius lyrics breakdown. Go look at Lyricology 101 and see if you notice anything similar between what they're doing. That's why I always try to keep y'all antennas up. There's folks out here looking at these streams. They're looking at our videos. They're looking at everything we doing and trying to figure out content, because they lame asses can't come up with nothing. Just making sure you know. Just making sure y'all know. So that is that. Let's listen to the first beat. It's called track 7. Okay, so when it first came in, it reminded me of like some like old school hip hop, like early 2000s boom bap, but like some gangsta 50 Cent mixtape type stuff, right? So that's what I heard. When that 808 came in, it was going through a lot of keys. Not sure it was the key of the sample, But I think that here's the thing that I liked about it. The mutes within the sample was dope. I think that the drums, the swing of the drums is actually really nice. I enjoyed that. The 808 was mixed incredibly too loud. I had to turn that down to about 25%. Then that scrat, what was that? What that came out of nowhere, right? These are your textures. These is your beat. I would never try to tell you what to do on that. But I could see this as being like, I could see like like Redman doing a newer song over a beat like that. That's the first thing that come to mind. You okay? Mm-hmm. I could see Redman doing something like that. What else would I say about it? Yeah, it's kind of hard to enjoy when those 808s come in like that. But the way that drum, I say this, it's a relief to hear a beat without the same trap snare. And that's not a slide to anybody who played beats before, but it's always great to hear a snare drum. There's a million snares, and it's great to hear something different. So that was cool, man. I'm gonna actually let you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your rest for your particular test. We wish you the absolute best, my friend. Let me see if you left us some information for those that want to connect with Mad Moon. His email is right here. His snap is MADDMO0N. And then his IG is MUNIRPATL_. Hope and Heartbreak Production says, Curtis, you gonna do anything for 50K? I ain't even noticed you had 55. Been here since 12K. I don't know, man. Thank you. First of all, I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do. I don't know what we gonna do. Oh, we won't even be, huh? Yeah, my son will be here by then, so I don't know. I've been trying to do my best. Let me have a little quick chat with you before we get to the last person. It's gonna be a short chat tonight, but let me tell you real quick, sort of what's gonna be happening this next month. For the next week, I gotta stack up as much as I can. Y'all got a second? You got a second to talk to me? Okay. So for the next week, I have to stack up on as much video as I possibly can, because my son can be here any day, okay? And so because of that, I have to make sure that I still maintain my YouTube. We're doing great momentum. Ever since the gentlemen have joined the Curtis King team, everything's been going up. The subs have been going up, the views, the comments, the engagement, the revenue, all of that stuff has been going up, but I gotta maintain that. And the way I've been maintaining that is actually by releasing 5 videos a week, or it used to be with the Curspirations. So now here's the thing about it. I have to now deliver content, videos that you guys actually want. Now, if you miss the inspiration of the Curspirations, we're not gonna do the Curspiration because we have the podcast now, the Curtis King podcast. But if you want something like that, just a little morning jump, I was thinking of something that's like some motivational talk in the morning. I would gladly provide that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I will stack those up so that you guys have that. Second thing, if you want me to do what somebody said last time, Curtorials. If you want me to do Curtorials, this is the time to go ahead and tell me what kind of tutorials that you want me to do. But keep this in mind. I know a lot of you are probably going to say stuff like, peace out, Christ Life. Some stuff like, mixing and mastering. I'm telling you, that's not my forte. I could tell you how to mix like I do, but it's not necessarily going to be the most technically sound way. It's just the way that I mix my beats. So if there's things that you enjoy from my sound, or tutorials that you want, just leave it in this chat or leave it in the comment when the video goes live, because I gotta make sure that I provide you the content, the messages that you want. Okay? But Curtorials is something I definitely been looking into doing. The person that I feel like has the best tutorials, in my opinion, is BusyWorks Beats, and he already gave me his blessing. He was like, bro, do what you do. You know, he's the leader in that area, especially with FL Studio tutorials. So to have, that blessing, that's dope. So I would love to do Curtorials, and from there, like, you can go with it. We can go through with it. But what kind of tutorials would you want to see? I was thinking of not just making it FL Studio tutorials. I was thinking of doing stuff like how to create a text meme for Instagram. So like Sony Vegas tutorials as well. Because I do so many different things outside of just FL Studio. I was thinking about going there. Prez Sinatra said, publishing and registering beats on BMI. Once again, that's a one video shot. That's one video, and that's something I don't really enjoy. I mean, I could show you information. I would share it, point you in the right direction. I don't enjoy doing that. I do not enjoy the music business terminology type stuff. So you guys let me know what exactly you want to go ahead and have me cover, and I'll go ahead and do that. Drum pattern song structure. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm looking at some of these suggestions now. Tutorial, how to create full song, not just loop. How to have good swing on the beat. Okay. I could definitely show you some of those techniques. Curtis on sampling and sound design. That would be dope. Justin said, I want to thank you. I took some of your advice on getting some of my music stolen by an industry artist. Man, I hope to help you. I hope to help you. How to change a diaper. Jaden, I'm going to have to learn that soon. So I definitely come with the CURTiQUE for that. So, that's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Somebody said make a beat live on the spot. That'd be dope. Zulia said, I want to see Curtis try to make a Curtis King Jr. go to sleep with the chill beat. That would be funny. He would not like that. Nas would not like that. Drums and sound design. Okay, we can mess around with that stuff. I'll show you some of the things that I got on there. All right, so let's go to one more person in here, and we're going to call it a night. Thank you for taking that second away to, you know, point me in the right direction when it comes to that. I already have some ideas of things to do. But, yeah, this definitely helps. You don't want no studio tour. Here go the studio tour right here. Laptop, keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard. Tour over. That's it. That's it. That's it. I wasn't even trying to be a smart ass. That's just it. That's it. Oh yeah, and the studio monitors. That's it. There you go. Yeah, I'm in a small apartment, man. I'm stacking. We want to get a 5-bedroom house, but I am stacking, and I'm being very responsible with my money. I have not been so responsible in the past, spending money like an idiot, but now I am holding back, and I am saving, especially with my son on the way, especially because we got some dreams and things we want to get. So, there go. One more person. Let's go ahead and look one more time. All right. So, that Juan boy, are you in here? If you in here, make your presence known, my friend. That'll be dope. How to stack. Are you in here, sir? There you go. That Juan boy. Okay, you in the building. You didn't leave us no information, man. How people supposed to get a hold of you? Just your email? All right, what's up, man? What's your thonk of them beats? All right, listen to it. So this one's called 8 Tableau. Table AU? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna shut up. First beat. heard that before. That's that bass line. Is it boom, 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 wow, wow, wow? What is that? I feel like I heard that bass before. Somebody said Lil Peep. I don't listen to enough Lil Peep to know, but is this something that he will be on? Trouble like Tentacion? I can hear that on there. Lean on Me, that's what it was. Lean on Me. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Lean on Me. Yeah, the 808s were definitely warm. I like that vibe. That snare was a little bit unexpected, but it grew on me. Because at first it sounded like that snare was a bit muddy and just flat. But I liked it, actually. I liked it. And the more the bass went through it, the more it sounded like something that I could hear a singer over. Although I feel like if it was more contemporary singers, they would want a less prevalent backbeat or snare. I could feel like they would want more of a snap or a clap. I think that will make it more appealing in terms of selling. But I think it's definitely gets an A+ for creativity. With the way stuff sounds today, you just don't hear those kind of chances being took on the actual drums or the snare, at least. I enjoyed that. What did you guys think? What kind of vibes were you thinking? Kind of puts me to sleep. Sometimes this is what it do. Sometimes it's what it do. Sometimes it's what it's supposed to do. All right, let's do one more beat. That beat gets more and more interesting the deeper you get into it. Because at first, my biggest concern was that synthesizer lead would be a bit annoying, but it wasn't actually. It started to become super vibey. I start to hear more of, I guess, the newer artists that I don't necessarily listen to, but that's definitely something that I can hear as being contemporary. I would have ran that synthesizer through an automation effect. I would have ran it through like a low, ran it through as it's, and maybe you did that later in the beat. 1 minute is not enough time to kind of tell that, but I definitely could hear somebody younger over it. The 808 and the kick were a bit, they need some more mix work. I would just say work with the mixing a little bit more. Take those levels down. You know, to me, it's for a beat to bang, I don't think it necessarily needs to be louder. And I think sometimes that it's sort of an instinctual thing that a lot of producers think, okay, if I make it louder, that makes it perfect or it makes it bang. And it's like, to a certain degree, it bangs a little bit, but that's not true bang. That's like this distortion. And that's what I'm hearing from it with that kick. Yeah, I think if this still continues a minute and a half, 2 minutes into it, and it's still that, because I'm trying to imagine a vocal in front of it and how much that would be an issue. I feel like you have to support it with other instruments. Maybe play something that accompanies that. I mean, the keys that you had were cool. That's when it started kind of giving me like a triple extentacion type of vibe to it. But that was that. What did you guys think? Yo, President D, man, come on with your messages are not even being seen. You're sitting up here doing all of this ad promo for your channel, man. Get your followers the right way, fam. Come on, bro. Don't do it like that. Not like that. I want to just tell you like this. I'm not even going to acknowledge nobody but name. But if it's all about you, me, I'm not picking you. But if you checking out other people's beats, I will definitely listen. If you're giving feedback, cool. But it can't be all about you. Happy birthday, fam. For the next 7 minutes. Y'all know I'm a respectable person. Y'all know that I come with respect, but I'm just not all about the me. Like nobody else exists in here except for you. That's not cool, man. I don't like that. Gold Link, Trey. I can hear Gold Link on that. For sure, I can hear Gold Link on that. Yeah, man. I don't like talking crazy or like even like snapping on nobody in here. That's not what I don't come to live for that. But it's just certain folks, man. Certain folks come in here with the craziness and think everything is about them. And it's like, that's not what it is. Like, we're here as a community. It ain't about that. What time is the baby coming? I don't know, Joshua. What time is the baby coming? This week. She said this week. And she eating more tacos with that spice on them. Oh, yeah. She trying to have that baby tonight. Trippy Red. I can hear Trippy Red on that. That's super dope. Yeah, and one more thing, too. All right, Hazel, you have a good night, bro. I know these are super late, but today was the first day that I was able to make a beat in almost like 2-3 weeks. So I was a little bit late making the beat because I just want to get back to making beats. It's part of the reason why I left Arabic was to get back to making beats and to have more time to do that. But I always promise you guys that I show up here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I had to make sure I jumped in here. I'm sorry it's so late on you guys' end, but yeah, man, I appreciate you guys being in here, showing love to one another. I think that that's important. Yeah, Keno says, I actually like listening to other beats. Gives me inspiration to get back in the lab. Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing here. Like, I like listening to beats, and then when I critique them out loud, I start to think of things that I do with my own beats and say, well, maybe I should pay more attention to this. So, let's do this. Let's do this. Nah, Alexander, I don't want to roast nobody's beat unless I know you. If I don't know you, then I'm just being a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know what your level of understanding is. That's just not how I get down. If I know you, oh, I'll go in on your beats. We going to clown all that. But if I don't know you, I'm not going to do that to you. So what I wanted to show you, and a lot of y'all already know about this. So what I want to do is sort of just take a stock sound, because a lot of producers, I think DJ, I forget the name, DJ JC or whatnot. I know I'm going all over the place, but Ray Allen says, I feel you, Kurt. We as a community gotta support one another. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. People say things like, oh, you should embrace your haters, you should bring them in here, you should, let them say what they gotta say, because I believe that you create the community that you want to have around you. I believe that who you are is who you attract. Okay, you get me? Who you are is who you attract. So if I'm attracting these knuckleheads, if I'm attracting these smartasses, it's because I'm being a smartass and they feel comfortable being in this environment, right? I'm pretty sure them dudes don't jump into no like all girls makeup live stream talking all that stuff, but they feel comfortable here because I'm being a smartass. So I got to take responsibility for it. So in here, I'm not saying that we got to be like super, walking on eggshells. I'm just saying, be respectful, and if you're gonna say something is whack or whatever, give some constructive criticism. Because if not, that means you're either a dumbass because you can't come up with other words, or that means that you have nothing else to say and you can't describe why you feel the way you feel. If you can't describe it, don't speak. It's easy as that, or don't come in here. That's that. So I want to create the environment that I would love to see, and I'm seeing it happen. Seeing producers in here who are like, not only saying, you know what, I don't like the bass, but I think the bass could, if you EQ'd it this way, it would do this. That to me is mad inspiring to me, to see you guys help one another. That's what I'm here for. But you got your knuckleheads, you got your folks that come in, I block them, I won't even acknowledge them anymore. Block. That's all I got to know about it. So that's that. But no, what I want to show you real quick is, let's just run through like some little chords or whatever. That's way too took that off, didn't I? Take this off. Okay, so this progression has nothing to it, but I just want to show you how I would take a stock sound and try to make something special out of it. Is the volume low? What's going on? Is it super loud? How we looking? No sound? All right, let's see what we're working with. You guys are absolutely right. My bad. Oh, I know what I gotta do. All right. So we're gonna do here. My bad, y'all. Can you hear that? No sound? Super low. Stupid audio stuff, man. Oh. We're good now, right? There we go. Okay, cool. So all I wanted to show you is basically how I would take a stock sound. Mind you, I'm just running through keys. I'm not really a key person. I really sit there and pencil these things in. It takes me some time, to be honest with you. Take this, go back to the same pattern. Take the metronome off. Thank you. She got me with a brown. Thank you, my love. I'm already annoyed with this. But basically that's all I would do. So we got this key. It depends on what effect you want to go with it. I mean, an easy one to go to would probably be pass or a high pass. Also, isotope vinyl will be interesting for them. See how that sounds like a sample almost now? Yeah, I know. So I know some keys are on there, but this is I'm just showing the actual idea that I will use. Actually, no, I'm going back to that. So what I would do is take this stock sound. This one trick I would use is basically running through the FL vinyl. I'm sorry, isotope vinyl. Even mess around a little bit with the warp. starts to sound like a Tyler the Creator beat almost. All right, I would take that, and then I would do something like this. We're still messing with stock sounds, right? I would go to Edison, and take this sound effect off. Go to slicer. Oh man, my keyboard's not hooked. I need my keyboard. You just got more control over your keys now, and it's not just you aimlessly playing these keys. So when I'm saying use more of the effects, we haven't even got into reverb yet, right? So we're just chopping up the sample that we just made out of those two keys. Obviously, the key's not even in the same world, a hemisphere, but I'm just trying to show you different ideas that you could run with that. Actually, let me take that off here. Yeah, so that's that. That's that. So we can even take that. Let's run it down to 300 and see. And that's just three off keys, three off, whatever. It's just three of those things, and we already maxed that in there. But there it goes. So that's just how I would mess around. I mean, that's just things that you can do. You don't need any of the stuff. You don't need a contact player to do that. I'm just showing you what I had to do when it was just me and the stock sounds. So having the stock sounds is not even an issue if you just get creative with what you got. Because something else I would probably do is I would definitely add a chorus. But let me see what this flanger sounds like. That sounded dirty. What does this flanger sound like? Oh, it's not even on that. Duh. Duh, Curtis. Isotope vinyl was free, by the way, too. You don't need, that's free. It's free download. And that started with this. When they ask you what sample that was, you can say it was FL Keys. So that's that. So like I said, I'm not the most technically sound when it comes to like listening to beats. I can tell you all the things in the world. When it comes to when I'm actually making them, it's not a technical process. So me explaining it is almost a little bit different from me as I'm in here because I just do it. I just do it. I don't say this could use a low band compressor right here. I don't do it. I just be in here. I'll be making it, man. I'll be making it. But that's just a little idea. Something to do with the stock sounds to mess around with it. Like fam. Let's see what we got in here. People talk so much bad stuff about Citrus because it's the stock sound, but check this out. So if we took this, let's get out of here. So we might as well cook up something. Let me see. What is this? So what I usually do, I like to put a dummy snare there. I don't care if it's annoying. I don't care what it is. I just put a dummy snare to pretty much just take up space. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? I don't want that. I want to. Matter of fact, let me move this out the way for you. I'm sorry. Quick thing I like to do here, mess around with some of the presets for the quantization. It already starts to feel more human. Take away some of the come on, where you at? Let's take this. No, take it off the, not even one. That wasn't it either. Literally the same place, right? Ah, that's what it was. I'm using the stock sounds. I'm using stock sounds. I haven't used this in so long, man. Still not an excuse. We're gonna figure it out. Take that note and I would probably change the instrument, but at least use it as a placemaker. The whole idea is to keep the feeling going. That's all I really do when I'm making the beat. So we're just using the stock sounds right now. Nasty stock sounds. What are you gonna do to those, Curtis? How can you make me like those? Because right now I don't like them at all, man. What are you gonna do, Kurt? Dramatic, like, let's just add that to the back for right now. Just padding it. All right. Take the simple key. What's going on, my love? You having contractions? You mad you're not having contractions? You look mad. I'm gonna be off here in a second. I'm just making a beat with the stock sounds. I'm trying to. Oh, my bad. Dang. I might have to wrap this up, fellas. You mad at me? I love you. She mad.
No, I think I'm gonna take a warm shower and let it go on my back.
Okay, for sure. I got sympathy for y'all because I'm listening to these sounds and I'm like, ugh. Those of you using that, get yourself some upgrades, my friends. I got compassion for you. I do. I'm actually about to jump off of here in a second. When you're married, you get enough SOS messages that you know when it's time to go. Yup, it's just about creativity. We just use that original piano key. We'll come back to something like that. Matter of fact, let's say that is doo-doo. All right, there it goes. Thank y'all. 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 Man, I'm up here sweating and stuff. It's hot up in here. Anyways, good night to y'all. Thank y'all for being in here. I just wanted to have y'all, you know, we already know those who use it how great FL Studio is. It's a workflow, but it's amazing, man. Stuff you can do with just a little bit of creativity and just mess around with it. I'm not saying it's the most amazing beat in the world, but man, we just cooking up. with the stock sounds and whatnot. But that's that. We're gonna do some cartorials. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I do when I'm in my zone and whatnot. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for watching tonight's episode of Critique My Beats. Once again, if you want to get your beats critiqued for the future episode, go to Critique My Beats or CurtisKingBeats.com. And you're going to find this tab, Critique My Beats. Send it in. Go ahead and send your reservation in. It's $50 to get a reservation. We'll get back to you within 12 hours. My big homie Raleigh is going to hit you up. And yeah, the homie Raleigh's going to hit you up, and we will talk to you and get to you soon. Hope y'all have an amazing night. FL Studio Gang to the end, my friends. Thank y'all for staying to the very, very end. Nothing but the utmost respect and love for y'all. And yeah, man. Lando said, don't add nothing. Send it to me. Man, love you too. Love y'all too, and I mean that genuinely. Once again, this is Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com. Let's go super big for this one. Peace, my friends.